everything about the book of Genesis chapter 1, 26 and 27 is different. Genesis chapter 1 verse 26, God was talking about, let's make man without even referring to creation. He went ahead to say, let's make man. But every other thing God had created, or God wanted to make, or God wanted it to be in the visible experience of the realm that he was creating it, God had already been involved in creation. So in the beginning, God created, and then he created and made. But in Genesis chapter 1 verse 26, he went straight to make without creation. He went straight away to make without creation. That means that particular kind of element there that he went straight to make had already been created or was already in existence. Now hear this. In the book of Genesis chapter number 1 verse 26, he says, then God said, let us make. Let us make. Not let us create. Let us make. And in this one, God brings his fullness out. He brings his fullness out. The manifestation of the fullness of God, which the Bible talks about, the Godhead bodily, dwelleth in the Lord. This one is Godhead bodily in exhibition or in expression. That means at this particular moment, this particular time, nobody had come from anybody. Everybody was intact. So when we talk about God who is full and full, he was God in all. That means God spirit, God who speaks. So in Genesis chapter 1:26, God said, let us make man in our image. Very profound. In our image and after our likeness. Now, so let us make man according to what? In our image. And then what? According to our likeness. Let them have dominion over the fish of the sea and over the birds of the air. Now, that man that they will make will look like God who is a fold, us, our. So if God is a threefold member, the man that they were going to make would have to also bear the same threefold member, image and then likeness. Are we together? Because this one, he says, let us make man. So God was speaking in a capacity as God in his fullness. Because it is in the book of, the epistle in the book of, Ephesians, that we come to understand that, that not knowing God is what? His fullness. Oh, I am one, but I have components in me. So this one, God, was the one speaking and said, let us make man in our image and after our likeness. 26 verse. And let them what? Have dominion. Let them. That means the man we are going to make, he didn't say men, he said man. Let us make man. Then he said, let them. So the man God is going to make, when you look at that man, in a singular sense, it's a package of what? Plurality. Makalupa sihatas. You see the man one, but he has the essence of God. So let them. So you look at him, but he's them. Have dominion over the fish of the sea. Okay? Over the birds of the air. And what again? Over the cattle, over all the earth. And the emphasis is all the earth. God created man in his own image. Now this one, is that it? When you are reading the Bible and you are a very critical person, won't you say there's something missing there? It's either it's not God who said this, or they made a mistake. Because he says our image, our likeness, and all the things, all the constructions was according to what? Our, us, them. It makes perfect sense. So God created. Now you come from making into creation. Whereas you create before you make. So in Genesis chapter 1 verse 27, God was speaking to a different new issue. He was done, full, finished with Genesis chapter 1 verse 26. Besar and bara in the Hebrew language is different in language. Different word. Besar is the making, bara is creation. So here he says God created man in his own image, his own image. So the God who is a fold who is the fullness, had finished what he wanted to do and he left. And he put all things in the one that he has created or he has made. And he left. Then the one that he has made in our image and our likeness now begins to order, because he is also God and he begins to do his things now. Then he says, so he created, and God created man. The man that is going to function upon the earth must be created first of all. So now, who now created man? This man. So once the singular God, not the fullness one, not the fold one. Lavasotish. Now create what? Man in his own image. This one is only one person. It's not according to our. So this one is talking about the singular God, not the fold God. So if you remain the singular person after this, you see, if you are after this particular image, you are after just one particular kind. The fold doesn't need you in their realm of functioning. The fold God, who is, because you can't separate them, so you can't say gods. So it's God, deity, God. The fold one who is now making man, that man he made is not the 27 one. Because that man is also a fold. When you look at that man, you see that he's also a fold. That man is not a single person. Or he doesn't understand. He doesn't exude from within only one singular image or likeness. No. So that man, when you look at him, he looks exactly like God. When you look at him, he possesses everything God. Why? Because he was made in our image and after our likeness. But this 27 verse man here, he was now created by a single image. So he said he created him in his image. But let's see if he created him. So the image, if that man was going to be a physical man, the image that man was going to see in appearance was after that image that he was made. Our anymore is not a fold. So God now becomes a singular person that he's talking about. And we know that when God manifests, he manifests as a fold. Unless he has taken the one he has made out of him in that personality. And that personality also look at, and create another man who look like him, but do not function like him. So hear this. So God created man in his own image. Okay? In his own image. That's all, image. In the image of God, he created him. Only image. Male and female created them. Listen, right now, the first one, he never introduced male and female. The second one, he's introducing male and female. And he's saying that the male and female represent them. But the first one, there was no male and female. It was even making. And the making according to our, and according to what? Our likeness, our image, our likeness. The second one, no likeness and no our. So it is his image. His image. No likeness here. So he said God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he, not them anymore, not us, but he created him. Male and female. He created them.